And they're off. Should be showing up on my end shortly. There we go. Both runners choosing the girl because the girl sprite loads a little bit faster than the boy sprite. Glitchy audio, I have no control over that. Yep. Keys setting his time to Thursday 11 PM. I assume Keys did the same. I mean, Ouro, sorry. So let's take a look at these starters. Got Quilava, Shelter, and Staryu. Shelter and Staryu is kind of funny because sometimes Starmie and Cloyster can be on the card. Those two Pokemon evolve into the Starmie Cloyster using the wires. And it looks like they're both going for the Staryu. Pretty good choice that gives the rival a Quilava. Oh, Ouro chose Saturday. What? What is he doing? He gonna lose. So far, no encounters on 29. Haven't seen Staryu's moveset yet. We might have a chance as Keys encounters this Tyrogue. Rock Punch, Body Slam, / Fire Blast. So that's a moveset. So if neither runner finds anything else, and yes, that's on the card. Turns out Staryu was the right play, and Ouro will find that out soon enough. Yep, I'm sure that if Ouro was paying attention... Oh, jeez, please. Yeah. The danger with marking the no money on hand or on gold early is you have to remember to unmark it if you beat rival. Not really the worst thing. I don't think Ouro realizes that he got the Body Slam gold with his starter. Although the fact that he's marked it super early should have tipped him off. He's picking up this item, a nugget. So he could sell that for money. And he'd have to unmark the no money goal. Decisions. Right, so I doubt that Keys is going to want to hold on to that Staryu for the rest of the game. He's going to want to find something to serve as a new main. Or maybe he will run the Staryu, I don't know. It has a good moveset. He just has to remember to not teach over Body Slam. Ouro picking up a berry for safety. He's passing up on Double Snap. I don't blame him. Double Snap is a low power move, and I think even when it hits 5 times, it's still not as good as Slash. Ouro seems to be running the almost our bad choice. Quilava has Absorb, which will be almost our downfall. Yeah, this Quilava is not friendly to water types at all. Despite the fact that Stab Bubble Beam is, well, Stab Bubble Beam. Paralyzing that Quilava could give Ouro the win, though. And I think Ouro realized that this Staryu has Body Slam. He's winning the fight, has to unmark the gold because you get money from winning. Keizaron is going to check this item. Fighting a little bit for the emulator first. Oh, you marked it. Well, thanks, Herc. I knew I could count on you. Synchronize encounters on my end. Hold on, is there something wrong with my work? Hold on. Am I dropping packets or is Field dropping packets? I shouldn't be dropping packets. I've got, like, the best internet money can buy. Just add something in the Discord. I'll press on though. Ooh! Kabutops doesn't have too shabby a moveset. Beef you curry. What you ask? What is randomized? Almost everything. So Pokemon types are not randomized. Move types are not randomized. The levels at which Pokemon learn moves are not randomized. What is randomized is where you can find Pokemon in the wild. What Pokemon trainers have. The locations of overworld items, or rather the identities of overworld items, including hidden items. And with some exceptions, the moves that TMs teach is randomized. The moves that Pokemon learn are randomized. They're set so that every Pokemon starts at 4 moves, at least one of which is damaging. What else? I think that's it. The randomization logic keeps TMs as TMs, but their numbers aren't guaranteed. Items given to you by NPCs are still those items. HM07 is still HM07. HM still teaches the same moves. Hi, Chaos. Yeah, having evasion in the middle is just no. He's seeing the almost moveset. He's thinking emoji about switching to it. Herc, want to hop in for a second? See if you can hear me okay? I don't know whether the issue is on my end or on Peaceful's end. Yeah, most runners like to... Hi, do I sound okay? Like, is my voice coming over okay, or do I sound like a robot?
You sound like sounds, alright.
Okay, it might be Discord because you're coming across as a robot as well, so...
Discord has been pretty crap recently.
Yeah. So I'll just have to ask chat to put up with it.
Hold it.
Alright, get out of here, Herc. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna enjoy laughing at the top of my lungs as these two suffer.
Yeah. Key's catching this Pidgeotto. Is he thinking about main switching to it? Holding a big pearl, he gets all that for money. Lick, Rockside, Outrage, Sludge. So that's a moveset. Helior, what is the minimum amount of scores to win? As many as you need to get 5 bingos. Either 5 rows, columns, or diagonals, intersections allowed. And the first to get 5 wins. Keizaron picking up the Edge Dog. Ouro checking out the level 9 in Falker's gym. Doesn't seem to be agreeing with him too much. No, and one thing you notice is that the runners are healing at Pokemon centers. We had a match earlier today in the losers bracket where healing at Pokemon centers was not allowed. Looks like the Hand Doom has double team. So that's the middle goal for Keys, easy peasy. Now Auro's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose. Alright, Keys now checking out the level 9 Lettyball. JD salesman indeed. Well, Chaos, the evasion move could still troll Ouro because Ouro has not seen Edge Dog. Yeah, that is actually hilarious, Herc. Ouro, if you don't know, is known as Edge Lord in the community. Oh my goodness. This fight is not going Keys' way at all. Well... he got through it, okay. Fun old man Kirby. Man, that's the second time that the bug keepers have been randomized to fun old men. Yeah, Keys is purple, Ouro is green. The colors should show up underneath their screens on the layout. If they don't, then someone messed up. Ouro does not want his Staryu to get big. So, Keys and Ouro are pretty much on the same fight right now. Looks like Keys wants to mean the Houndoom, so he's using switch bait and switch training. And oh my goodness, that Giga Drain hurts. He either needs to crit or paralyze. He got neither, so he's gonna reset for a better fight. It must be so satisfying to be able to double punch a Chansey. He's using evasion strats to try and stall out the Noctowl. Most of Keys' best fights are the ones that he chooses. Wow, double team and sword stance. What a moveset! And he's going to be super happy, possibly when he sees a Chansey. And then he'll realize that when he hits with submission, his edge dog's gonna die. Leroy Paxton, no money on hand means that when the game ends, you have no money on hand, essentially. Zero money. Yeah, zero money on you, zero money on Mom. Well-known fact that in these games, you can save money with Mom by saying yes to her in a phone call. No sensible speedrunner would do that. Ouro getting through Faulkner's gym, behind the goals but ahead in progress. He's just now starting the Faulkner fight. Coming up against a very drinkable Quagsire. And a wall. Yeah, so to get to zero money, what the runners are going to do is basically buy a whole bunch of things to get their money as low as possible, and then put a low-level Pokemon in the team and get wiped over and over again until they get down to zero. The fastest way to get to zero by that method is to have a Pokemon that knows Explosion or Self-Destruct, and just use that each fight. You'll automatically lose, even if you knock out the opponent's Pokemon. So, the two TMs on the card, TM34 and TM20... Actually, there's 4 TMs, but the two that I want to talk about, 34 and 20, those are random TMs. You put them up on the ground. There's one here in Union Cave on the first basement. We'll see if Ouro goes to check that. Depending on how evil Herc is, either or both of these TMs can be locked behind Waterfall, which neither runner is likely to get in the course of this match. Why repel? Because the encounter rate is so freaking high. And if you go into Union Cave without a repel up, you're just gonna get butchered by encounters. Ouro now finding the edge dog. See what he does about that. Looks like he's killing it for experience. So he is not going to see the doubles team. This is unfortunate for him. TM44, so that's not helpful. Actually, it is, that's Slash. But, oh my god. That's unfortunate. Or just chucking a ball at the Nidoqueen. He's doing Fish and Strikes. I don't think he's quite that confident with his Edge Dog. Fish is out of Machamp. Let's see what it has. It has Stab, Dynamic Punch, and Houndoom is going to cry. Yeah, that's on the card. Neat. Machamp is going to count on Keiza's team. So he needs to get in this ball or Keiz is gonna wipe. There we go. Rockside Bubble, Shadow Ball, Horn Attack. Nothing learned Pursuit. I guess the Nidoqueen was holding that TM. So it looks like Keiz is main switching to the Machamp. I don't blame him. The one thing he has to look for is Drill Peck. And Psychic, I guess. Ooh. Ouro picking up the black glasses, which is on the card. So that means he doesn't have to go all the way through Ice Path and Dark Maze and Dark Cave to get the vanilla black glasses. Yes, so Stab Dynamic Punch is good. The only downfall is at 50% accuracy, which tends to troll Keiz. And by troll, I mean troll hard. And Keiz picking up his black glasses. We're doing a little bit of shocking, typically by repels, escape rope, and potions here. Selling the TMs because they're not useful at all. This is also a good opportunity to restock on Pokeballs. In most cases, what the runners are going to do is what we call YOLO Ball, which is throwing a ball at full health. The mechanics of this game are, if you try to catch a Pokemon at full health, there's a 1 in 3 chance of catching it. Doesn't matter what Pokemon it is. Every Pokemon has had its catch rate modified to be the same as vanilla Magikarp, which is the maximum catch rate in the game. So at full health, it's 1 in 3, and then on top of that, the curve for catch chances has been modified so that if the Pokemon is at 1/3 health, capture is guaranteed. He's depositing his escape rope so that he doesn't accidentally sell it. Getting rid of that Edge Dog. Oh no, he's still triple meaning. Ouro running into the one, the only, Wiggly-Woo! It might not be the only Wiggly-Woo, I just wanted to say that. Emulator, please. I can just imagine Keiz is gonna freak out when he sees the Wiggly-Woo. And it's on Wizard Medicine! It's going to be an even greater troll. Also, it does not look like he has a direct answer for grass type. Fortunately, Machamp is a powerhouse, doesn't really matter. There's the Wigglywoo for Keizaron. Oh, it has Blizzard. It's not expected. Actually, this Wigglywoo has moveset. If Keys had found it, he probably would have run it. What the hell is this Machamp? Good is what it is. Keizaron still half a step behind Ouro. Hey, Keys will run a Wigglywoo if it has a good moveset, alright? Also because it's a meme. Yeah, that Arrow Blast is not what Keys wanted to see there. Hyper Beam was a lucky break for Keys that gave him a free turn because Machamp is a little bit slower. Ooh, oh my goodness. He needs to hit. Yep, there we go. Keys wins this fight, but at what cost? At what cost? Or I'll get some Mew info in the meantime. It's gonna be useful. Oh. I just noticed that both runners marked the ghost move. But I don't know which Pokemon it is or which move it is. If someone in chat was paying attention and could enlighten me, that would be most appreciated. Oh, Lick! Right! I forgot, like his ghost move. Ah, silly me. Okay, so that was a good fun for both runners. Keys marking Mew on his card. You can't see it on stream, but he marked it on his end for the start. That means that he's seen it, and he'll check his decks later when he's in cleanup mode to see if it's in a good location. Both runners are also going to get the Mewtwo information, assuming they both go left turn. Was there ... Yeah, so potentially there's multiple routes for that goal. It's exactly what the runners wanted to see. In fact, there's already a couple of free bingos lighting up based on the information that we have. He's picking up the spare lure ball. It might come in handy later on when he's checking balls at something that doesn't want to get in. This Slowking giving Hurt a little bit of trouble. Yeah, they both get Shuckle information too, which is pretty awesome. So that's, what, 3 free bingos already? Herc, I thought this card was bad. You lied to me. Anyway, Ouro's starting the Bugsy fight. He's just one battle behind. He's gonna do the Slowking. There's Wobbuffet. that's sometimes on the card. Forget which goal pool it's on. Because we have 2 sets of goals. The goals for this tournament and then a new card that's more tuned to the ROM. Oh my goodness. Ouro, don't die, please. Oh my goodness, yeah. The problem with Keiza's moveset is I don't think any of his moves have 100% accuracy, except for Thunder Punch. So that's coming to bite Keiza a little bit here. Ouro looks like he's got this in the bag, although this Rapidash could spell trouble. Not gonna be that bad, actually. Best move appears to be Ice Punch. So Ouro takes the win, gets the Hive Badge. He's trying to learn Conversion 2. Let's go Conversion 2. Looks like he's got past that first wall. Ouro going into Seizure Simulator 2017. Because he didn't Fantastic types randomized? No, they are not. So all moves have their vanilla types, all Pokemon have the vanilla types. There is a mode in the randomizer called Uber, which will randomize the types. We're not using that because that's a bit too much for the runners. He's just finishing up Bugsy. He's probably going to just barely make it to the center without dying. There's Dunspark's info. I don't think it's on this card. No, it's not. Dunsparks, of course, is the mascot of this tournament. Another setting with this randomizer is that the rival keeps his starter. So because both runners gave rival the Quilava, he's going to have a Quilava or Typhlosion throughout the run. You're only going to find him one more time in Ecruteak City. I'm sorry, in Ecruteak City. My mistake. Will all Kadabra have the same moveset as a Rival's one? All Kadabra at that level that you find in the wild will have the same moveset as a Rival's Kadabra. Time with my mic is a little rough. It's not my mic, it's Discord. And it's rough for everyone. So, just deal with it. I'm sorry that it has to be this way, but Discord's voice has been a little on edge. Speaking of edge, Ouro doing the far-fetched quest and finding his rival starter. What's the minimize? Minimize is the move that increases your evasion. Oh my god, Keith. Hang in there, man! Oh my goodness. His accuracy luck is Really killing keys, literally. He's gonna have a word when all is said and done. Finally getting up that D-punch. He ain't surviving the forest like this, though. I think he's gonna turn back and heal. Ouro's been blessed. Keys is probably gonna repel to the forest though, so he's not trying to see the blessings. So, again, HMs are not randomized. Items that you get off of NPCs are not randomized. And every Pokemon can learn every HM. The reason for that is we don't want to create a situation where the runners could potentially be soft locked because they don't have a Pokemon that can learn a move that's needed for progression. Or we're going to check this hidden item over here. The max revive, that could be useful. It's also going to get the TM for Headbutt. So this is one of the TMs that isn't randomized. Because it teaches a field move, which is Headbutt. Which is arguably better than one attack. It also lets you find... And this is why you delete the youngster's number. Does the seed get shared anywhere for the viewers? At this time, no. I apologize. We're now picking up the Sweet Scent TM, which is also not randomized. So, TMs that teach field moves are not randomized. Those are Headbutt, Dig, Rock Smash, and Sweet Scent. And Sweet Scent is very important because it allows you to first an encounter. Towards the end game, when the runners are looking for Pokemon goals, you're going to spam Sweet Scent in various locations. And that just makes everything so much faster. He's now picking up the bike, which is the most available item in the game. It should have said that I can move from pick A to just color commentary. That's easier said than done. It's definitely easier to do color commentary when I have someone else in the commentary booth. Fortunately, we can implement that for this match. It's just me. I'm lonely. The bike list would be absolutely the worst. I think Keizaron would just quit speedrunning if that was ever added as a goal. So there's a number of slots that show up in the contest that don't get randomized. I'm sorry, that don't show up in the Pokédex. They do get randomized, they're just not on the Pokédex. He's putting the Kenya up first? Or Celebi? What? It's actually ridiculous. He actually isn't going to be checking any of these slots. He's just going to check the items. Looks like Ouro's holding on to the Sylvie as well. I think Edge is actually... sorry, Ouro. Named himself Edge. He's actually going to be checking the slots here. He... he picked up a park ball in the park. Yeah. Park ball is a fun item because it glitches up the screen when you use it outside the park. He's checking the PM. TM34, that's Swagger, that's on the card. It was easy. So, if I'm counting correctly, that's 4, no, 5, 6, no, sorry, 5 free bingos. Ha 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 ha. Perfect symmetry too. If he finds endure, that'll be 6 free bingos. Ha 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 ha. So he's entering Fairy's gym, which is shaped like a Whitney. If you hit the done button with 3 types of balls during butt catching when you have the park balls, does it count as a 4 types of ball goal? Chaos, you cannot hit the done button in the contest. The game won't let you. Supernova, I'm fine. Discord isn't. Deal with it. Alright. At no point in the contest are you able to access your bag. The only way you could potentially access your bag is by choosing to give your Pokemon an item. But that's silly. Who would do that in the contest? This is not a normal play for Keys, mean switching to the Kenya. I guess he was impressed by the Celebi. Ouro now picking up the TM. I think you figured out from when Keys marked it that it's here. Also showing up here, Orqualava. What are the odds? No, seriously, what are the odds? I don't actually know. Actually, what makes this play even more surprising is because Celebi's a legendary, it's on a slower experience curve than everything else. So it's going to take a lot longer for Kenya to get up to, you know, a usable level. Oh yeah, Hunter's on the card, isn't it? Here we go. 6 free bingos! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I'd be surprised if either runner struggles. It's actually, this is a very fly-skippable card. Yeah. if Keys wants, he can forego Mineral Badge and still go to, still get to Cinco. The card is the flag from the Sunny Day. Funny you should say that. Sunny Day is on the card. So Sunny Day is a flag on the card, so to speak. He's picking up evolution items. I think he's going to evolve his Staryu. That'll count towards 20 own. Meanwhile, Ouro trying to get his way through the wiki fight. But is he doing the same play? Ouro, please. I can only take one of these. Oh my goodness, that Kenya is a tank. He's now going up to check the weird tree. Accidentally says no. What a meme. And it's Gunner. It's female Gunner. What a joke. Ooh. This is not a good fight for Ouro. This has to get flinched and paralyzed hacks till Muck dies. Or I get range and miss, that works too. We did it! Let's go, Ouro! That's Serious Frog and what's the OP one? OP Sloth, I think. Whatever, Serious Frog and OP Frog. Darn it, Switch, why do you have to change my emote? Why do you have to mess with my head, huh? Serious Sloth and Photo Height. Yep. See, I remember that one. There's Sneasel, that can sometimes be on the card. Oh my goodness. This moveset isn't treating Keys well at all. Looks like Ouro's catching Gunner for the catch 20. Keizaron fan asks if shiny is increased. No, it is not. So the shiny chance is still 1 in H192, except for one Pokemon which shows up statically at the Lake of Rage. Now, in the vanilla game, that's a Gyarados. The Randomizer, it's not guaranteed to be Gyarados, but it is guaranteed to be shiny. So yeah, there is a surprising abundance of Tentacruel in this dance theater. As well as a move that Kenya really doesn't like to see. For those of you complaining about my voice, it's not me, it's Discord. That's all I can say. Oh my goodness. He's dying a slow death. Jonathan's not quite correct. It has a 1 in 250 chance of being a Gyarados. And the reason for that is because there's a number of problems with unknown being wild Pokemon. No static Pokemon can ever be unknown. That's just not allowed by the randomizer logic. So, until the runners start completing run to valve puzzles, if they use Sweet Scent in the grass and Sweet Scent rolls in unknown, the encounter will be skipped. And the in-game text will be, looks like there's nothing here. Keiza's coming up on Rival 3, Ouro finishing up the Kimono Girls, getting his 803. Zero, it's 5 bingos for the win. They can be any combination of rows, columns, or diagonals. Obviously, intersections are allowed. For more information, do ! Crystal, thanks factories. It is a well-known fact that Cinco means 5 in Spanish. I just wanted to read you this comment from Keizaron's chat. Pokemon Plays Pokemon says, I never taught Kenya fly because I was afraid it would fly back to Africa. What a meme. What's up with the levels? I'm not sure what you're asking. Are the bingo cards random? Yes. There is a pool of goals from which the bingo card can be rolled, but the placement of goals and which goals are selected, that is indeed random. Yeah, female mid-champ. He's got the short end of the stick from fishing strats, but you know, it got him this far. It got him to baby blessings. The Shuber, this particular card is partially updated for randomizer purposes. There's actually another version of the card which is not being used for this tournament. That does have more recent goals specifically tuned for this ROM, for the randomizer, for speed choice, and for future changes to the speed choice, which will open up Canada early. Suicune is Ho-Oh. So we're gonna have Ho-Oh in its vanilla location this run. And I think that was Totodile on Reiko. And I missed what Hot Dog was. On the Pokemon types randomized, I've already answered this, but no. So, Pokemon type randomization is what we call Uber. We don't do that because runners are already dealing with enough right now. You know, bad things on the card, bad things in the game. Having to memorize a whole new set of Pokemon type pairings and move type pairings. That's just too much. Yeah, movesets are randomized. Moves that Pokemon learn by level up are randomized. If you're going to ask, he's attacked. Anyone else think it's something wrong? Okay. Mythical confirming that we are indeed live. It might have just been a hiccup. Keizaron with a single emoji, having seen that Aurora Beam. Trying to learn Double Slap. We did it, boys. Oh my god. Papa Herc. Oh, that's so funny. This is too much. Yeah, it's Uncle Herc. So, with that, Ouro seems to have pulled slightly ahead. He's ahead on goals and on story progress. Ouro trying to hit a D-punch. I hate to break it to you, but Steel is not part Ice type. And Ventix in Kiza chat says Hot Dog might be Growlithe. We'll see if that's correct, or maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. Or not. Circular logic. Looks like Ouro's having a little bit of trouble with Morty here. I think that's actually Vanilla Parrot's song. Kenya taking a bit of a beating on Keiza's stream. Is that Keiza's something? Oh no. Yeah, it's a super potion. I think you should give Barry. So, because mineral badges on the card, and it's part of an otherwise free bingo for both players, there's a chance that Ouro might make the play on Lighthouse early, trigger the Jasmine event, and then finish it up later and clean up. If he's routing with mineral badge in mind, that would be the optimal way to do it. Usually runners don't like the mineral badge, and so they'll do whatever they can without having to do mineral badge. Or making a pick stop to sell stuff, pick up super repels. Oh my god, this Hitmonchan giving both the runners problems, but looks like he's got past it. I'm going to pick up the Storm Badge shortly. He just needs to seal with this. Alright, Morty down. He just needs to seal the deal. Heck, please. So, tip to anyone who wants to run Cinco bingo themselves: don't skip strength. You will regret it. He's going to check this item right after the repel wears off. Perfect timing. Just a silver powder today. Mega Neum. The reason why you don't want to forget strength is because if you do, you'll have to surf back to get strength because you need it for Chuck's gym. Lucky today is a Meows with belly drum. Not too shabby. Ouro opting not to save here. That could come back to bite him because his last checkpoint is all the way back in Kodiak. Freckle Stressor turns into a rare candy. Yeah. No one really likes to go for berry just because it takes too long, it's too much RNG. The not saving before those two black belts seems to have paid off for Ouro. It is a little faster done optimally, i.e. if those trainers end up being easy to beat. Keys, on the other hand, might have a little bit more trouble because he's running celery. He's opting to take the heal here. That's a safer play. He's going to get his meows. A more appropriate name for this Pokemon would be Kitty. Kitty just sounds too... well... shortly. Did Keys forget strength? Please. This is Keys we're talking about. He doesn't forget strength. Strength forgets Keys. Yeah, so the actual mechanics is for every battle you win, there's a 1 in 16 chance that a Shuckle's held berry will be converted into a berry juice, or that a Shuckle's held berry juice will be converted into a rare candy. So, if the players decide to go for berry juice, and if they decide to go the vanilla route to get it, they'd have to check after every battle to make sure that the berry juice did not get converted further into a rare candy. It's very, 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 very highly, extraordinarily unlikely that either runner will go for that, because it's such an awful goal. And because they have a very easy route to Cinco already. In fact, Keys didn't even need to set his day the way he did, because there's a required Lapras coming up after the boulder puzzle. Another thing you'll notice is the experience curve is generally more favorable for leveling a Pokemon. This game implements black and white experience scaling, so if you beat an opponent that's a higher level than you, you'll gain extra experience as a result. If you beat an opponent that's a lower level than you, there's no scaling, you just gain the normal amount of experience. Anyway, Ouro picking up the Storm Match, he's going to pick up Fly right after this. That's going to give him heightened mobility. Usually what runners do from here is they fly back to Victor Teat, surf right, and head up to the Shiny. And it looks like Omastar is the classic Surf Strength Fly main. Keys is now seeing his Lapras. Not marking it. Oh, right, because he hasn't defeated it yet. My bad. Please excuse me, I am slightly exhausted from the day. Alright, so it looks like Ouro has his endgame team all set up. He has a Pokemon with Fly, Surf, and Strength. He has a Pokemon with Sweet Scent for caching. Just gonna head over and clean this up. also going to check the item in here in case it's... Oh no, he's just going through. It's just going through. I usually just surf across and pick up the items along the way. Here's Ouro getting a bike shop. So up here at the Lake of Rage you can find two TMs. Randomized TM and the Hidden Power TM, which is on the card. And this is going to tell Keys exactly where Ouro is in terms of game progress. He's going to look at that and say, oh, I'm not as far behind as I thought. TM 26. You just subtract 6, you get TM 20, and that's not on the card. Yep. Anyway, Ouro's the first to 1 bingo. He's now going to go for the shiny. It's going to be his second bingo. And again, these are completely free bingos. He's just going to get the column. Ooh, shiny Keizaron. Oh my god, it looks sick. And by sick, I mean it needs to see a doctor. Yeah, if you or your loved one never turns that color, call 911. He's now picking up that TM10. Ouro dealing with the minimum catch rate memes. Finally gets it in. He's getting a random encounter, the tile right before the shiny. It's on the bottom? What's on the bottom? Oh, you're talking to... Okay. Keys picking up the shiny, Ouro picking up the free experience share. Schwaxed, the problem is Discord. That's all I have to say about it. So now Keys is going for his experience share. Ouro's checking the trap Pokemon, which also don't show up on the Pokédex. You'll be able to tell by cry what they are. I'm actually gonna unmute his audio. The first one's a wheezing, which is almost vanilla. It's Kakuna. Looks like he's catching it. Don't blame him. This Pokemon evolves as soon as it gains a level. When does it end? When one player gets 5 bingos. Bingo counts as a line, column, or diagonal. Bingos can overlap. It can also end if one of the runners forfeits, but then the other runner has to continue to get their Cinco in order to seal the deal. Ouro now going for the electrode. First one is a Poliwhirl. Next one is Eradicate. Okay. That's on the card. He's doing his evolutions now. Eradicate's moveset is Thrash. Absolute Thrash. Minimum catch rate, please. Okay, it should be almost guaranteed now. Yeah, minimum catch rate. God, that was painful to say. Why do you throw Pokeballs full health? Well, you see, when a mommy and a daddy love each other, a child is born. There's actually a 1 in 3 chance to catch regardless of species, so statistically it's faster to just throw a ball from full health than it is to try and weaken, especially if your Pokemon's moves are too strong. Ooh, that's a good location for Pinsir. Easy to access and right in the vicinity of the youngster that Keizaron has to call. I see that Key's unmarked berry juice, which indicates that it's not in a friendly area. No, that movement was not a controller derp. It was intentional because Keys was trying to avoid hitting the spinner. Team Tower Mount Mean. Get mean. Yeah, he hit the Pokemaniac. It's not easy to see when you're off screen like that. He's doing what I alluded to earlier, which is sweet scenting for encounters. The optimal strategy is to L for your movement and then Sweet Scent once you get to where you want to be. Sweet Scent actually bypasses the repel. There's the Pinsir right away. That's a third bingo for Ouro. And Keys is catching this possibly for King, Nidoqueen. This is quite the unusual play from him. Oh, it has Dig! Neat! Okay, that was lucky. Typhlosion.com/beambig. He's now going for the Pinsir himself. Ouro doing the 2 elf puzzles. So it looks to me like Mewtwo Mew is on his route. Michi's not in the friendly area. There's 3 places in the ruins of Alpha that can generate encounters. This room right here. There's water that Ouro is heading towards now. And then there's the grass area that can only be accessed from Azalea. He might be going for it. He's going for it. He's now checking the traps. He's gonna be pleased by what he sees. Yeah, TM20 is one of the randomized TMs. There's no guarantee that you'll be able to find it. So, it's possible... This is just speculating here. It's possible that Ouro is going to go for TLBR and BLTR to win. The BLTR is going to be slow because that's a mineral badge that requires a climb up the lighthouse. And then no money on hand or bomb can troll him, depending on what he chooses to die to. Sora, why is Ouro doing the puzzle? Because it's on the card. He has to do 2 of them. In the off chance that, well, actually, hold on, no. If Ouro finds Mewtwo Mew and Graveler Haunter, assuming that he has enough Pokemon, he'd be done right then and there. And that looks like exactly the route that Keiz had in mind. Or no, he's going with Glacial Badge. Okay. So if he looks X into Ivysaur, Charmeleon, or Turtle. Maybe he'll probably just go for Road 2. That's also a possibility. TM11 is super free, doesn't require catching anything else. There's a lot of possibilities with these runners. Mew is actually in a much more favorable location, being in Sprout Tower. Haunter is also in a pretty good location. I think it's 32 and 45. So Ouro is going to go through Ice Path. Hopefully, he might be hoping to find the TM20 in Ice Path as well. It's one of the possible TM slots. Oh, but he forgot this trainer is here. RIP. Or, well, either he forgot or his controller dirt. Oh, look, Sudowoodo. See, status is it. That's on the card. Alright. Keiz is in go mode right now. looks like both the runners are in pretty much the same place right now. Park picking up Graveler. Depending on how many he has owned in his decks, and I haven't seen last time he checked, he has 18. So if Ouro wants to go that route, he just has the Mew that's also in this area, and one other Pokemon. And that's done for Ouro. Emulator, please. Yeah, so on my view, he has Ivysaur, Charmeleon, Wartortle marked in his car. And there's Charmeleon, but not be what he's expected, but there it is. That's not Keys of Buzz, that's a kid. Anyway. Keys are sitting on 4 bingos. They're both 2 bowls away from winning. Ostensibly, Ouro was closer. Because he just needs 1 more poke. And they're both looking for the same poke at this point. So the first to find Mew is going to be the presumptive winner this bingo. Although he still needs to do the puzzles before he wins. He's not... I don't think he's going to find the Graveler at this point. Yeah, so Ouro is now able to find Unknown because he did the puzzles. There's another black glasses. There's a Mew, so Ouro is just a couple rooms away. And now all Keys needs to do is either do the puzzles, or do a sunny day and no money. Chances are he's doing the puzzles, and that's exactly what he has marked on his card. So he's hoping that Ouro spends another 5 minutes spamming encounter slots in the wrong room. This is coming down to the wire, folks. Bike, Keiza, bike! There's P2. PM15 is not the game we're looking for. Temporal, Mew will be Ouro's 20th Pokemon. So as soon as Ouro catches Mew, it's over. Oh, he's sticking out! Oh my goodness! Yeah, he skipped the floor. Well, looks like Ouro is going to make one last play on Ruins of Elf because he knows that Mewtwo's somewhere in here. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Jesus, are completely freaking. That's not where that goes! And there you have it. Jesus,
So-
he's got done.
So Ouro was never gonna find that Mewtwo there. It was in the grass. He had
It
to
was
go
in the grass, oh my goodness. Well, it's still the Sprat Tower check. Alright,
It's over.
it's over. It's finally over. What a meme! Alright. Let's see if we can pull the racers in.
Doing, buddy.
That
I
rock
should
can
have
piss
won that.
off.
Like, I respect you a lot, Keith, but I should have won that.
How you doing,
I heard a
buddy?
robot. I didn't hear anything
I
else.
should have won that.
Yeah, the
Like,
robot is me. My
respect
Discord's
you a lot,
acting up a
Keith, but I
bit.
should have won that. Like, I wasted like
Nah,
so much time
Yeah,
looking
the
for
robot is
Mewtwo.
me.
I checked so
Yeah,
many
the
different
robot
places
is
for
me.
it. Like,
My
I'm actually
Discord's
pretty
acting up
salty.
a bit. You actually skipped the room in Ice Path
so much
where
time
Mew
looking for-
was.
Okay. I mean, eventually I just came to the conclusion that I was like, okay, I was checking Ice Path because I was on my way to Haunter, found Graveler anyway, so I might as well just go to the place with the like, lower amount of slots to check. That was already after I wasted a bunch of time in Ruins of Alp looking for it, a bunch of time in Ice Path looking for it. Like, all I needed was that to win because I would have had 20-0 again Mewtwo Mew. Like, that was stupid.
Yeah.
That ROM was also just awful. Like, I'm super not happy with that.
Well, yeah, it was a pretty bad ROM. Needless to say, it had a lot of information.
Everybody's a robot. I don't get it.
It's
same.
Discord.
Yeah. Discord is just acting up. Beep, boop.
I sucked GG keys. There you go.
Yeah,
This is
we're-
bullshit. GG.
yeah, congratulations, Keys. You now move on to the grand final.
Thank you, robot.
Beep, boop, you're welcome. Alright.
I'm not gonna bother with any sort of interview thing because I can't understand anything. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, I'm struggling
Yeah,
myself.
bye, everybody.
Chat was struggling. It was just a bad experience overall, but anyway, thanks for racing. Ouro, who do you go up against? Going up against Medic? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you all on the flippity flop. Next up on this channel at 11 o'clock, we have a Link to the Past randomizer. I think it's a daily race. Yep. 10 p.m. on Speed Gaming 1, we have a tournament race, a semi-final. Also, right now on Speed Gaming 4, we have a Mega Man race, Mega Man X. So, feel free to check out any of these races. Follow the runners. Follow Speed Gaming. Peace out.